My God, man, what are you doing?
Polishing off my brand new shiny Chromebook.
It's better than what I thought.
Sure, it's better than what everybody watching this thought. Chromebook. This is the C720 Acer Chromebook. You need me to say that again in my radio voice?
Sure.
The C720 Acer Chromebook.
Okay.
Which gives you full access to the Chrome OS operating system.
That's what I use.
It is?
Yeah. Even on my iPad.
Even on your iPad. I talked about this in great detail this week on our show, so let's do some marketing in that respect, right? Hey, if you haven't subscribed to our show yet, our show is not just the Craig and Chris show. We have our gameplay videos. We have the PCM Tech Help show, which is just me talking tech.
In the mornings, usually.
In the mornings, live. And then we have this wonderful,
lovely
awesome
mess. Let's call it a lovely mess.
Lovely mess. I'm on board with lovely mess.
Welcome to our lovely mess.
And I thought the people might want to know your thoughts or questions on the Chromebook. Do you have any? Because I've already talked about it probably to death on my show.
Well, you did let me feel it. You let me type with it a little.
Wow, after that intro, I don't know if people like that.
This is where we're going. Buckle up.
Beautiful mess.
But it felt good. I mean, now that's all I'm going to be thinking of. Thanks.
Hold on to that. Does that feel sturdy to you? And I want a genuinely honest review here.
It does, but it is a little thin.
Come on now. Is that going on for the rest of this video?
Yes, probably.
What about the weight?
It's good.
Okay, the size? How bad can we make this?
Let's find out.
Do you like the LEDs? All right.
Now we're going back to wearable tech.
We're going back to wearable tech. We're going to bring it all together here in this video.
No, it's good. I mean, damn it. It's got a nice bright screen. Obviously, it feels good. The little mouse touchpad thing seems to work really well.
Right.
Clever use of that.
Yeah, the touchpad is one of my favorite little things they've done on this C720 because I hate touchpads usually.
I do too.
So what I like is that it's all touch sensitive.
And actually, you know what I've noticed is with some laptops that I have used in the past, the ones that have the actual buttons, the buttons tend to get worn pretty quick.
Yeah, and I don't know about that with this because I've only had it for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So for all I know,
but it doesn't have the button. So
no, there isn't. But
I think that's
what's kind of cool
sign.
is you what he's saying is this mouse is touch sensitive. You actually just tap. You don't click. Mm-hmm. When you tap, it actually does the clicking. Now you can click the button by pushing it in, but that's for like dragging and dropping, which means it has limited wear on the mechanical part of the button. So you aren't going to use that very often.
So I guess like what does this do and what does it not do? Like, I mean, if I were in the market, which anytime someone gets a new toy and says, here it is, my interest gets, elevated.
That's an excellent question, Chris. The Chromebook runs on what's called the Chrome OS. Now, the Chrome OS is an operating system developed on the Linux kernel that basically is a built-in integrated browser for the operating system. Does that clarify things for you?
Nope.
Okay. So that means you're just a normal person.
We're different kinds of geeks.
In non-geek terms, in Chris terms...
He likes I just like the toys. He likes to know what makes them work.
That's right. Okay. Essentially, all this is it's a browser.
Yes.
That's it.
I'm just following now.
It's just a Chrome browser, okay? And if anything you can do on your Chrome browser on your computer, you can do on this. Now, if you do anything on your computer outside of your Chrome browser, you probably can't do it on this. So, what does that mean? Do you follow me so far?
Wow, yes.
What does that mean? It means that if you need Windows software, if you need Mac software, if you need Linux software, this isn't going to be able to run those things. But most of us, if you're like me, live on the internet. Mm-hmm. So we don't need software anymore. Now, there's a lot of tools that...
It basically can't, the iPads can't run our editing software, for instance.
No, they can't.
So this can't either.
No, this can't run. This can't run like Adobe Premiere or
Yeah.
Adobe Photoshop or whatever.
Sure.
Actually, most laptops can't.
Well, let's get the app, the Photoshop app, for instance.
Which is horrible, in my
pretty bad.
opinion.
It
It's
is
just
pretty
a
bad.
horrible experience. But there is a app store for this.
And
And
that's
what
the same as the Google Play Store.
it is, it's the
It is
exact
Google
same.
Play Store.
Well, and this is what I've been telling people. Okay, you don't know if you want a Chromebook.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn your computer into a Chromebook. You want to know how?
Yes, tell me.
You download Chrome.
Yes.
And you open up the apps and you just start installing apps, and then you see if you can do everything you want to be able to do in your browser.
I've done this already.
Either you can or you can't. If you can do everything you do every day through your browser only on your traditional computer, then a Chromebook will work perfect for you.
Well, I think, coming from someone who has an iPad, I think I've never fully committed to the Apple ecosystem.
That's what we call it in the nerd world.
Yeah.
Ecosystem.
So, I mean, I still have a Windows PC, for instance. So I'm like looking at Evernote that you have on there.
Yes.
Which I have and use because I use it across multiple devices.
Correct.
I use it on my PC, so I actually do actively use stuff that is cross ecosystem.
Right.
So I imagine a Switch for me wouldn't be so terrifying.
No, I mean, it uses a lot of the third-party apps from Android and Apple and PC and Mac. So, for example, Evernote works on all those. And it also works in the Chrome browser. So that transition is not going to be a big deal for you.
Yeah.
But this is really what it comes down to, and I talked about that in Monday's episode. It's going to come down to the type of person you are and what you need to do with it. But like for a person like me, who I can survive easily and actually get a lot more work done just by having all these apps in the browser.
Well, and it comes with the keypad on it, which is nice.
Yeah, keyboard.
I had to buy my keyboard separate.
For half the price of this, by the way.
Yeah.
This thing is $200.
Yeah.
You want to see how fast it boots up? Internet? Okay, I'm going to turn it off right now. All right, holding down the power button. It's off. Okay,
It is off.
It's fully turned off.
I can confirm that it is off.
No LEDs or anything showing up. Okay.
Do I need to confirm that?
I don't
Does that
know.
help? Does that help?
I think it helps. I hold down the power button. See how fast it boots up, or how slow. We don't know. So far, so good. 1,000. It's up.
That's pretty good.
And that's actually powering it off. Now, if I do standby, which, by the way, in standby barely uses any battery life. I left this thing in standby overnight.
Okay.
I had 94% battery life when I shut the lid. See, the lights are still on, so usually that means it's actually I think it shut itself down because I wasn't logged in. So apparently that's kind of cool. It actually will shut itself down if you didn't log in. It won't
Now,
go into standby.
the login, as you were mentioning, is you just log in with your Google account.
Correct.
And then that way you don't have to deal with all that filthy logging into everything else.
True. Okay. Exactly. So I'm going to shut this now, and it'll go in standby since I'm logged in. See the lights still on?
No.
Why did it turn off? It must
Yep.
have...
So there it was. I saw it.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. So then I open it back up, and boom. The page you open, just like your iPad, it
Nice.
boots right back up where it left off. You freaked me out there for a minute. You're like, no, it's not.
It wasn't.
But that's your standby. But actually, 94% battery life when I went to sleep, woke up, still had 94% after
Good.
running in standby.
Good.
So I was actually halfway through writing a post on my social media, and then my kid started crying, and I was like, ah, crap. I shut it, and then I, went through the whole kid routine and went to sleep. And then I woke up the next morning, opened this up, and there was my half-written post.
You were putting her to sleep, weren't you? And then you fall asleep. I know how that goes.
Yeah, that's exactly that one, actually. So, is the Chromebook for you? There's one answer that's correct. It's a trick question.
It's up to you.
Hi, you got it. It depends on who you are. And as always, my advice to anybody is to go to Best Buy or wherever, H.H. Gregg,
you know
get
what I
your
would say?
hands on it.
But you know what I would say? I mean, if you're sitting there envying the iPad people, and you need something small, and you don't need something that can run all kinds of actual programs. I mean, to me, the price and stuff, it seems like a pretty good alternative to an iPad or something.
You can do almost anything you can do on a browser.
Probably
I mean, most of us live on a browser, and I hate mobile websites. That's one of the things about this. Like, he's got his iPad here. And even if we compare weights, right, we do this.
Mine's heavier.
They're about the same. And yours is what, like a...
We're back on it now.
And yours is what, these 10-inch, I think? Mine's 11.
We're back on it.
And, I think if you did boot up time, it's about the same. So, I mean,
Now,
this is a good mobile
have
solution.
you tried the Hangout? Like Google Hangouts?
I have not done the Hangouts yet.
How's the camera measure up?
I haven't done it. It's supposed to be 720p. I haven't done it yet. I can't verify that. But these honestly don't have a lot to brag about either.
Yeah.
In my opinion, maybe
the front one's nice. Or the one facing everyone else.
Maybe the Android tablet has a good one. But I've never really been happy with the camera quality on the iPad anyway. So I haven't tried it with this one, so I can't confirm or deny it. So
yeah. I think it's worth a look.
Yeah, I mean, try it out and watch my video. I mean, I talk about laptops, tablets, and all that's in there.
I would mention what you are doing.
What do you mean?
Because I mean, honestly, that was the thing that made me actually consider it. He's selling his iPad, and then he bought this, and he gets to pocket the rest.
$200. Yeah, well, the iPad is worth $500-600 still. The iPad with Retina, if you look on eBay. Or you can probably find a friend or family member who wants one.
Yeah.
Usually.
I mean, even if you sold it for $400, that's still a $200 pickup.
Yeah, if this does everything, the reason I did this is because this does everything through full websites, not mobile websites.
Yeah.
I got tired of, as a content producer, trying to make the iPad do what I wanted it to do when all I really wanted to do was open up the website like YouTube and go to my video manager and do what I normally do. But this is all consumer stuff, guys. This is just if you just use it to watch videos.
Yeah.
But if you want to do anything creative with this, with a tablet and the apps in the tablet, they're very limited on their functionality. Yeah. So it really just depends on the user.
That's true. And for me, this is fine so far. I do all my content work on my PC. So.
Well, see, that's what I mean. So it depends on the user.
I
I have to do all mine remotely. I can't sit down at my desk at home.
Yeah.
You know why? Children. They
ate his desk.
This is my.
It's weird.
I like that.
This is my take him to the doctor.
This is my saving grace.
But then they ate the doctor.
This is my saving grace, Chris. Kids are finally watching TV. I got 15 minutes to go. Boom.
Wow. Yeah.
Get some work done, and then they start crying or get distracted and close it back up.
The truth is we both run this on the side anyway. So any second we get that we can work on this.
People say, "Hey, Craig,
comes through here."
Craig, how can you do so many videos with you only doing this part time? Efficiency out of necessity.
And me.
And Chris.
It's truth.
And his big O tenage. Come on, that's Aerosmith.
Sure.
Aerosmith.
We're with this episode like.
I don't even know if we should publish this one.
I'm going for it, man. I like it.
Let's do it!
This is us.
It is us. This is a normal conversation, actually, with us.
It's a good thing we didn't have Chad here.
This one should be called... Oh, my goodness. This one should be called Craig and Chris Raw.